When the yarn meets the hook, it becomes more than just a look. Every scarf, every bag, every warm embrace carries love from...
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is BRcrochet, and in today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to make this textured skirt here. So this is stretchy. So for your materials, you'll be needing your balls of yarn of your preferred color. This is in orange and gray, so you can make this skirt in your preferred color combination. You'll be needing your hook size of 4.0. You can either use a 4.0 or 4.5 or 5.0. So it depends on how textured you want your skirt to be. You'll be needing your scissors and a measuring tape. So this is everything you need to make this skirt here. This skirt is for a medium size. So you're going to, by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to make this skirt in your preferred measurements. So let's get right into class. So the first thing we're going to do is to make a slip knot. Then make a chain of your exact hip measurements. So we're going to be working on the hip measurements. We're going to make a chain of the exact hip measurements you're working on. I'm working on 39 inches, so I'm going to make a chain of exactly 39 inches. To avoid the chain from being twisted, you're going to connect. So go into the first chain. This way. There you can continue making your chain. Make sure this is behind you, then continue making your chain. Now you have a chain on a straight line. So I already have my 39 inches and it's folded. So if folded into 2, then it's 18 inches. So I already have my chain of 18 inches. So now, since my chain is on a straight line, then I'm going to slip this out. I'm going to slip this out. So now I have a big circle. So this measurement is for the hip circumference, which is 39 inches that I'm working on. So you can work on your own measurements. So now I'm going to make a chain of 3, go into the next chain with a double crochet, into every other stitches with a double crochet, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Make sure you have your double crochet into a straight line. and not twisted. This is on a straight line, so make sure you have it on a straight line to avoid being twisted. Then slip stitch into the top stitch. The next thing is to chain one. Into the same stitch, place a single crochet. So to make a single crochet, you go in directly, pull up a loop, you have to put through the hole two. Then into the same stitch, you place half double crochet, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up, you have 3 loop. If you're using a 2-strand yarn, then you have 6. But if you're using a 1-strand yarn, you have 3 loop. Pull through the whole 3 at once. And into the same stitch, place a double crochet. Double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2. Into the third stitch, again to skip 1, 2, and into the third stitch, going with a single crochet. Half double crochet. And a double crochet. Skip 2 stitches again, 1, 2. Into the third stitch, going with a single crochet. Half double crochet. And a double crochet. All into the same stitch. Skip 2 stitches again, 1, 2. Into the third stitch, going with a single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. This is it. Skip 2 stitches again, 1, 2. Into the third stitch, going with a single crochet, a double crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. So you have these 3 stitches in 1 stitch. So repeat until you're back to the third stitch and we'll meet up. That's 3 stitches away from the first stitch. So now I'm back to 3 stitches away from the first stitch. So I'm just going to slip stitch into this. So now the first row is done. Second row, chain 1 into the same stitch here. You're going to have just a single crochet into it. Then skip this 1, 2. I'm going to skip over 1, 2 and into the third stitch. That's where you have your single crochet. So you're going to place single crochet, half double crochet into the same stitch, and a double crochet. Skip over these two, 1, 2 into the third stitch. That's where you have your single crochet. Repeat the same. Single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet into the same stitch. So now you have this. Head over to the third stitch. That's just keeping 1, 2 again and into the third. You're going to repeat the same. Single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet into the same stitch. So you're going to repeat this until you're back to the last stitch again. Half double crochet and a double crochet. half double crochet and a double crochet. So continue until the end of this particular row again. Chain 1, then turn. Into the same stitch, you're going to place a single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. Go into the next single crochet and place your first stitch single crochet, second stitch half double crochet, and third stitch double crochet. I'm going to repeat this for 4 rows before switching to the next color. So this is the 3rd row, and I'll be back once I have my 4th row. I'm back to the 4th row, so I'm just going to slip stitch here, chain 2, then cut because I'm switching color. Then turn into the same stitch here. Chain 1, then going with half double crochet, then a double crochet. The next is the next single crochet, that's the 3rd stitch, 1 2 3, going with a single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. Next again, single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet, going again with single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. I'm going to make 4 rows of this before I change into the next color. So I'm going to repeat this until I have 14 inches. So I'm going to make my slip stitch into the single crochet, then turn, chain 1, into the single crochet here. I'm going to place a single crochet, place half double crochet. I'm back to this point, so I'm going to make my slip stitch into the single crochet, then turn, chain 1, into the single crochet here. I'm going to place a single crochet, place half, then place a double crochet, then move to the next and continue. So you're going to continue until you have you are okay with your skirt length. Like I said, I'm working on 14 inches as the skirt length. So I'm going to keep repeating this until I have 14 inches. If you're using a double color, you can switch between your colors. I'm back to the last stitch, so just make a slip stitch, chain 2, then cut. So now I already have my 14 inches. So now I'm going to work on the waist because we started with the hip measurement, which is the larger part. So now we're going to decrease this to the waist measurements. Go in with your hook, chain 2. So this is one, then extra one. So you're going to go in with a front post and back post into every stitch, and while doing that we are going to also be decreasing. So you yarn over, go into this with a front post, also a front post, then you go in with back posts, but we're going to be decreasing, so picking 2 stitches together. Also a back post, picking 2 stitches together. So that's because you are making a decrease. Then a front post, pick 1 stitch, another front post. So it's going to be 2 front posts, 2 back posts, but for this front post they're going to also be decreasing. So it depends on the waist measurement you're working on. I'm working on 28 inches and I'm going to decrease up until 24 or 25 inches. So I'm going to make my decrease randomly. Then back posts, pick 1 stitch, under back posts, under 1 stitch. The decrease is going to be random, so it's not going to be into every stitch. Front posts, under front posts. So it's going to be 2 front posts, 2 back posts, and you're going to be having this. Back posts, just 1 stitch because you're not decreasing. Another back post, front posts, so you're going to be placing your random decrease. 2 front posts, 2 back posts. So if you want to decrease, then you can pick 2 stitches together. I'm back to this point, so just going to slip stitch, chain 2, then continue into this a double crochet, or before then going to take the new measurements to 28 inches, which is the original waist measurement. So now I'm going to decrease up until 24 inches or 25 inches. That's 12.5 inches or 12 inches. So I'm going to still make my decrease. To make a decrease now, this is 2 stitches. So to make a decrease, you pick the 2 stitches at once to become 1. To also make a decrease here, you pick the 2 stitches together to become 1. Then continue with picking 1 stitch until it's okay to pick 2 stitches. I'm going to pick 2 stitches here. Pick. I'm going to pick these 2 stitches together. So I'm going to continue this way until I have 12 inches, which is equally going to be 24 inches. So we'll meet up once I have my original waist measurement minus 4 inches. I already have my desired waist measurement, so chain 2, then cut. You're going to skip this and place your slip stitch into this. So tie. Then cut. So I already have my 12 inches, which is my new waist measurement decrease. So that's 24 inches now. And yeah, the skirt is ready. So for the full length of the skirts, we are having exactly 14 inches now, or 14.5 inches. And for the hip measurements, this is 34 inches and can fully stretch up to 42 inches. And the waist measurement is 24 inches. So yeah, I have my skirt ready. So the first reason we have the hip measurements first is because if we should use the waist measurements, it's going to shrink. This is going to shrink. So when you use your waist measurements, then it's going to shrink the more. So this is why we have our hip measurement from the start. And yeah, This is the joining point, which is not obvious. This is the joining point, which is also equal to every other stitches. So you can go ahead and cut off your excess yarn. So now we're going to fix in the drawstring. If you want, you can add in elastic or drawstring. It all depends on how you want it. But I'll be adding drawstring because I don't have elastic here, so I'm going to be adding the drawstring. To work on the drawstring, I'll be using a 4-strand yarn. This is 2-strand, but if double this way, then it's 4 strands. So I'm going to make a long chain. I'm going to be making a long chain. I already have my long chain, so I'm just going to fix it into the waist. So the front panel and the back panel is the same thing, and the inner part and the outer part is also the same thing. So you can fix in your drawstring from anywhere. So you're going to get the middle point, then go in and out of it. So go in and out of your stitches. Since it's multiple of 2, then you can go into 2s, and anywhere you have your 1 stitch, go into it just like this. Go into it. So I'm just going to tie this. And cut. Do the same for this. And now the skirt is ready. So I'm just going to tie this. And yeah, this is done. So this is the back and this is the front. And this is stretchy. So if you want a textured skirt, this is it. Thank you for watching today, and please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next class. Bye.